So if you take your kid to a hospital or a doctor, and before you know it, CPS is involved accusing you of child abuse, which you know to be completely inaccurate, there's a couple really important things that I wish I knew at the beginning of our case, which I learned throughout the case. And had I known them, our case could have ended a lot sooner than it did. So the first thing, if your child is placed into a foster care, and not with a relative, but in foster care, it is really important that you get that child out of foster care, because you do not know how long your case is going to take. And if that foster parent develops a certain type of relationship with your child, it may be harder to get your child back, because they will say that the child has developed a bond with the foster parent, and that foster parent could possibly very easily adopt your child, even if you are found to be not guilty or whatever the case may be. They may do it solely based on the relationship. So it is so important that you file a change of placement hearing. You need to have your attorney file a motion for change of placement. Get that child placed with a friend or a family member that can pass a home study. A home study doesn't require anything major. You do not need to be a millionaire. So a public defender is not going to tell you this, because that would mean they would need to do work. And a private attorney is not going to tell you this, because most of the time they don't know. They typically deal with like custody battles between parents during family court. They do not deal with dependency court. So, for instance, my original public defender, she wasn't going to do a thing. And my husband's private attorney just didn't know a thing. We had to learn this stuff throughout the year. So, the second your child is placed in a foster care, have your attorney, or go to the clerk of court yourself, file a change of placement hearing. If you do not get granted that change of placement, file it again. You probably need to use a different person, but file it again. It is key to keeping your kid out of foster care and developing a relationship with a complete stranger. Another thing that is crucial that I wish we had done 3 months prior to us doing it, both of our attorneys advised against it, but this ultimately set the tone for us winning, is take a lie detector test. If they are accusing you of some form of like medical abuse, or there's just so many different things, take a lie detector test. It does not, you can't bring it up in court, but believe me, the department knows you took a lie detector test. They're going to know if you passed the lie detector test, and the detective in your state that you're taking it through, he's going to be testifying against you. And if he knows that you passed the lie detector test, it's going to change everything. Our detective actually put a type of restraining order against the department as they subpoenaed him to testify because of the past lie detector test. He was like, I'm not going to testify. And also, when he presents your file to the DA, he's going to present it with, I don't think anyone is at fault here. So if you're in a medical situation, you definitely need to take that lie detector test ASAP. Another thing, pretty simple, do not talk to these people. When they approach you in the hospital or they approach you at your house, do not talk to them. They will say you're being uncooperative. Don't talk to them. Get an attorney. Every single thing you say is going to get completely flipped around. You're going to end up at a shelter hearing, and everything that judge is reading off of a piece of paper, you're going to have no idea what they're talking about. And it's going to be all stuff that you said. So say nothing without an attorney. Also, it is so important you do not let them bully you. Do not get scared. I mean, you're going to be scared, but don't let them put more fear in you. Focus on your child's well-being. Do not sign anything. If they say sign this and we won't put your kid up for adoption, or we will, or you'll be able to have more kids if you sign this, or not, sign nothing. Let your attorney walk you through all of that. And if you don't really trust your attorney because you have a public defender, do your own research. Go on social media, reach out to people like me and so many others that have been through this successfully and we won. Even some that have lost, you can reach out. They have a lot of very, very valuable information on what to do and what not to do. But definitely, it is so important. File that change of placement hearing. Take a lie detector test if that so happens to be, like I said, it really only involves medical stuff, which seems to be the biggest thing, is a lot of kids get taken really because of these hospitals. And keep your mouth shut. Do not talk to them and don't get scared. Keep fighting. And for all of you that see this, that have been in this situation, if there's anything that you can think of that is like really crucial to getting your kid back, or especially getting them out of foster care, leave a comment. So people that are in this situation and they are as clueless as I was when it began, they can see anyone, especially different states. I'm in Florida. I know things are different in different places. So leave a comment on what you think is like crucial information that they should know and what state that you're from.